Humans are made up of smaller units called cells, and those cells are made up of even smaller particles called atoms. Now, an atom is the smallest unit of an element, where the atom is composed of a nucleus and electrons, which are found in electron shells, which the electrons orbit the nucleus. These are called subatomic particles, where there is the proton, neutron, and electron, where the proton and neutron makes up the nucleus. Now, there are a few things that we need to establish. An atom is electronically neutral, and the number of protons in an atom equals to the number of electrons in an atom. Now, let us take a look at the relative masses of these subatomic particles. The proton and neutron share about almost the same size. Therefore, relative to each other, we can say that the relative masses of the proton and neutron is 1. The electron, on the other hand, is about 1,840 times smaller. Sometimes its relative mass is even considered negligible, so you can write it as 0. Now, let us take a look at the relative charges of the subatomic particles. The proton has a relative charge of +1, therefore getting the name Pro. The neutron, on the other hand, is neutral, therefore its relative charge is 0. And as we established before, the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons in an atom, and an atom is electronically neutral. So there must be a particle which gives off a charge that can cancel out the positive charge of a proton, and that particle would be the electron with a relative charge of -1. Now, the number of protons in an atom can be used to classify an atom of an element. For example, let's take a look at sodium here. The number on the top is the atomic or proton number, which corresponds to the number of protons in the atom of the element. From this, we know that sodium has 11 protons. The bigger number at the bottom is what we call the nucleon or mass number, which corresponds to the number of protons and neutrons in the atom of the element. From this, we know that the relative mass of sodium is 23, because protons and neutrons make up most of the mass of an atom. To recap, to find the number of protons in the atom of an element, we can just use the atomic number. To find the number of neutrons in an atom of an element, we can take the mass number and minus it by the atomic number. And to find the number of electrons in an atom, we can just take the number of protons, or the atomic number, since we have established that the number of protons equal to the number of electrons. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps.